Well, hello. Welcome to your June reading. I'm Candy, your decision guy. I am going to be reading with you to see what we have in regards to your energy here. Well, sun is out. So we have your card, which is the sun, which is all about the spirit, right? And your spirit is being inspired to have faith around some changes that are going to be taking place. Wow, that's interesting. I want to see what those changes are going to be. So, you get your spirit ready. Have some faith around some changes that are going to be taking place. In the meantime, you need to go ahead and join my class, Shifting from Force to Power. There are a lot of changes going on. Many people are very, they're seeking something, right? During this time, it is a good time to get anchored. It's a good time to tap into your power. It's a good time to come out from the force of influences and to take that energy, bring it in, recycle it, and tap into your own power. That's what shifting from force to power is all about, right? So if you're stuck, if you keep repeating the same things over and over and over and you don't know why, we'll uncover all of that in shifting from force to power. I've made it like very reasonable. You're pretty much getting a live one-on-one class with me. It's almost like as intimate as just like one-on-one coaching. And the work that we're going to be doing in there is going to be amazing. So all those who are tired of being addicted to pain and struggle need to definitely join the class, right? Money is definitely not an issue because we all do what we want, but I don't think we invest in our mental and emotional health enough. So I think a little investment in that is going to be well worthwhile. Okay? So, as you allow this change to come forward, it will bring prosperity and it will manifest the happiness that you've been wanting for a very long time. So let's see how this is going to unfold. Okay? Looks good so far. Let's see what the underlying energies are going to be. I know I frown a lot. I'll try not to, right? Because I don't want the little frown on. I already have one. But I get very pensive, and I start thinking, and I start trying to figure things out. And then I get all frowned up, so I guess I have to go around looking like surprised so that I don't do like that. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Alright. Great. We got some love here. We got some good love here. Have a love that has come in as a page that's manifesting into divine love. We have some passion here that is developing, and it's getting really hot and heavy. It could be a Capricorn involved there with the Devil card. But so far so good. There's a decision that needs to be made, though. There's a decision that needs to be made. Your judge, oh wow. Yeah, you're weighing something. You're weighing something. There's a pro and a con. Something that you are trying to come to terms with the Judgment and the Two of Pentacles. It's causing some inner conflict. Has you kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That sun kind of turned out to be just tainted with a little bit of apathy. So it's almost like, I want to be happy, but I'm actually a little bit arms folded there, like, I don't know if I really am digging this, right? You're definitely trying to manifest something. You're trying to be fair. Trying to be fair. You feel pretty abundant, and you're trying to literally give everybody their fair shake, right? You're going inward. You're healing some betrayals that you've dealt with from the past, which is good. You're a little bit confused about how much you need to offer somebody or give in a situation. You're trying to cooperate with someone in regards to a secure relationship. And there's a little bit of regret because everything's not there, but you're focused on what's not there with those Three of Cups. Want to move forward, but it's taken a while with that Knight of Pentacles energy there. And you're really doing some soul searching around love. Wow. Yeah, you're still waiting for things to be revealed in regards to love. Very interesting. There's something new opening up for you, but you're pretty cautious in regards to it. Okay. You've walked away from a lot trying to get to this Ten of Cups energy. And I have a feeling that as you try to get balance, there are things that you're being passive-aggressive about. Looks like here you're working on emotional wisdom and doing the right thing. Like you don't want to be too hasty, because this is, you're trying to, this is what your past looks like, where you just walk away and lose and feel bound. This is what you're evolving into. The King of Cups, as well as the Hierophant, which is all about being emotionally wise and doing the right thing, not being so hasty. That feels like a very settled energy. You're trying to avoid further loss. Right? Yeah, you're trying to avoid further loss. However, something does have to end in order for you to get this manifestation that you really want in this victory, right? You do have to kind of shift, move away from something in order to come into this love energy here. As you do come into this love energy, it's going to be a little bit of defensiveness. There's going to have to be a shift. And this shift is going to bring about an initial defensiveness. But in order for the love that you really, really long for, you're going to have to go through this shift either in the relationship or outside the relationship. And somebody's going to be very hurt by the truth. But it's going to go to the next level, send you to the next level, and you'll get finally what you deserve if you allow that truth to unfold. It's going to happen pretty quickly once it does. You know what I'm saying? But somebody doesn't want to really look at this complete shift that needs to take place. There's a lot of holding back. There's a lot of holding back. You're working on trying to have power without control, if that makes sense. This Emperor energy, you're working on being more powerful without being very controlling, which is something that you're having to work on. It's like a balancing act. You're thinking about other options, wondering whether or not you need to even be single. However, regardless of what you do, you're going to be moving forward in your power. Wow. This is really a very good reading. It explains the changes that you're going through. Remember, those first cards were get ready to brace your spirit for changes, right? This is definitely a change reading. Your energy is shifting. Your energy is shifting. And as your energy shifts, circumstances shift as well. Whoa. Free yourself. That like jumped out. It's time to take back control of your life. Keep an open mind. Definitely pay attention to your spiritual life through this. You're definitely calling in your soulmate. And if you don't have your soulmate, they're worth waiting for. Some of you are in separation. Some of you are feeling very passionate right now. But definitely express your love, right? And somebody's wearing a false mask. Somebody's not revealing everything. But great love is worth taking the steps towards getting. So you may be able to break that down, break down that wall. I'm not sure. It depends on where the deception is coming from, how serious it is. There's a relationship that could lead to marriage. It's going to take some cooperation and time before this moves forward. You need to examine the past and examine your value as you move forward. And you need to know that something new is trying to birth itself. Wow. Something is getting ready to come to an end, but it's going to bring about some passion. Right? So, only you know what that means to you. Leo, this was a very mixed reading. Usually your readings are much more upfront than this, but I think because you're in the middle of a transition, I was reading some in-between energies for you. It's like, oh, you want a relationship, but at the same time, you're willing to move forward if you don't get what you want. It was like, oh, I definitely don't want to take a loss like I have done in the past. However, I will if I have to. But I'm willing to hang in there just to make sure. So, I'm not really sure where you are directly in this reading. But in the meantime, reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. Also, make sure you join me in the class coming up on June the 2nd. All right? Bye.